Hi, everyone, and welcome to this episode. We are going to look at unlock your leadership potential through self-awareness. There's the statement that says that regardless of what comes your way, you've got a better chance of success if you truly know and understand yourself. Leadership begins with self-awareness. Now, Oxford Dictionary defines self-awareness as a conscious knowledge of one's own character, feelings, motivations, and desires. So it involves your emotions, which is your emotional self-awareness. It also your thoughts, your behaviors. Do you know them? Now, this is important to build your confidence because you need to be self-confident. So that comes from knowing yourself, which is self-awareness. So you might ask, why self-awareness matter for leaders? As a leader, can't you just go out there and just lead and do things? Thriving as a non-executive director comes out of your self-mastery. So you need to master yourself. In order to master yourself, you need to know yourself. Let me go back one step back. As a leader, you have got your strengths, you have got your skills, you've got your capabilities, and so forth. But you need to master them and you employ them to do what you want these things to do. So your skill sets and your capabilities, they're just tools around you. So you need to master those tools. But before you master them, you need to know them. Once you know them, then you can use those tools that are around you as a leader and to become a better leader. Because self-awareness is important as a leader, as part of self-mastery. In my book, I actually dedicated a whole chapter on self-awareness and personal mastery. There is power in knowing oneself. So now let's look at the power of self-management. You cannot manage what you are not aware of. So you need that awareness to be aware of yourself and who you are, what can you do, what your personality, what is it? You need to know that. And then the next stage, you start to manage it. Now, this involves self-control. If you're going to have self-control, which means you need to know your emotions. How do your emotions work around you? Then you control them. This also involves a transparency, act with honesty, and openness as you engage, as you lead. It also involves having an achievement. In other words, you've got some goals that you have that you are chasing or you want to achieve. It also involves being initiative and being proactive, because now you know yourself, so you become more proactive as you engage as your leader. Self-management is very, very critical as a leader. You need to manage yourself. I always say in some of the forums that as a person, as a leader, you are a machine. You need to understand the machine. Be aware of it. And this might involve taking some tests, some assessments, personality tests, strengths tests, because you want to know, who are you? What can you do? What are your capabilities? And then once you're aware of them, you develop a plan to manage them. And then you become the best that you can be. Now, as you become more aware of yourself, you find that it's easy now to master yourself. So you master those. Because if you've got, let's say, an anger issue, you need to be aware of it first. And then you master it. You control it. If you've got a positive, let's say, positive traits that you have in terms of your personality, you need to know them. Once you know them, you can master them. Then you employ them to do what you want to be done. If you know yourself, it's easy now to connect with others. Actually, if you can control yourself, it's easy to be aware of others' emotions and how they behave, because now you're in control of yourself. Now you can see how others are behaving around you. And now, once you can see clearly how they behave. You can see how their emotions are working around them. It's easy now to engage with them because now you're not engaging them at your own terms because you're control of yourself, but you can engage them at their own term. And now they see you now as a better leader. So it starts with self-awareness, then it goes to self-mastery, and then it goes to your social awareness, to be aware of the people around you. Let's say you are in a boardroom. You need to read the emotions around the table. And then you learn how to engage with those individuals. Now you can connect and become a better leader. Now, if you want to read more about this, I recommend my book. I spend a chapter on this, just saying more how self-awareness all the way to your governance mastery. So you can read more in my book and learn more about this. So if you like this video, I suggest that you also press notification button so that you can also receive a notification once we post more on this series, and also share this video with your friends so that they can learn about becoming a non-executive director. Thank you so much for watching this session. We'll see you in the next episode.